The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Tirico, Greg Oates are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go from Raymond James Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Alert, 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 alert. Good. Up. 180. Watch out.
Here's Baker to begin with the pass. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 23, here's second and 5.
Point it right, good. 180.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down throw from Mayfield.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
They'll go. Mayfield to the goal line and in. Emeka Ibuka. Touchdown Buccaneers.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions, nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. He's caught left side by St. Brown. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now, Goff. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Yep, we're going tonight. Hold on, like 20.
Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
24 yards.
They get 24 on that one. Good for a Lions 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
We go tonight.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And the Lions are going to be set up 1st and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Now Goff.
1st down.
That is caught. And he's in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
The kicker on for the
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Irvin. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
35-yard line. A gain of 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard. We'll go again here with Irvin. And this will be a Bucs 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A 7-yard gain.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Take to the throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. That's the tight end. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
That's good.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
20. Run.
Now Mayfield on the run to the right. And he'll slide to 6 after picking up about 6.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground. I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
The handoff, it's over. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. The Lions call their first timeout. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Real. Hey, 180. Stop.
Mayfield to throw. Here's a shot towards the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football. And he'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll slide to a home after picking up about 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. He gets free inside the 20. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Lions. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike. Not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Alert! What's up?
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He's going to take a shot down the field. Now right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff.
3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports.
go. Hold on. 180. Cut.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
On play action. Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down is Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. And I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
DJ Reed on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Point it right.
To throw is Mayfield. Over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Irving. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
180.
Throwing is Baker. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Aleem McNeil. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
Regular.
Here's Mayfield. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
180. Start.
On play action, Mayfield. And he's in. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
2 for 1. We go tonight. Black 20.
They'll go play action with Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He got it, and he's got it. What an effort. What a catch. So a big one there to start the drive.
A gain of 61
yards.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and goal, Detroit.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. To throw is gone. He's got his big tight end. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Lions.
Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Score Lions 21, Buccaneers 14.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They go play action with Mayfield. Pushed out to his left. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 29. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Under pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield to try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
It's caught. He's got Godwin. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
Complete to Chris Godwin.
They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down. Give. This is Irvin. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Outright catch me. That's Ibuka. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
180.
They'll run. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Tackled by Jack Campbell. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Kings. Real.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out left. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the 1st down, get down. The drive continues.
That's another.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
To the left side, to Godwin. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark them short. The Lions call their first timeout. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the one. Setting up
short of the
third
goal line.
and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
And after that short run,
It's
puts them
now
a little bit
third
closer to the
and
first
goal.
down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Big play. Third and goal coming up. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing.
He had to take a chance on fourth down, and it's intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. So now then, first and goal from the one. He'll try to run with White, and it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minutes.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for two, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth as the kickoff comes. Khalif Raymond to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
This is first and 10.
What? Like 20. Super.
Now the Bucs will take their first time out, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here's first down.
180. Super one. Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown.
From the gun, it's Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
21 yards.
Now, timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here.
A gain of
Well, this
21
might be
yards.
one final heave to the end zone.
First down.
So, a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to win the game. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. So, a big one looming for Jake Bates. This one he's got to have. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And now the momentum swings to the other sideline here in overtime.
Chase McLaughlin.
Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
We go tonight. Maverick, Maverick. What's up?
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and
Williams in motion.
at the 34-yard line.
Shell, shell, shell. Merlin, Merlin. What's up?
Now a first throw here in overtime. Over man downfield, it's Laporta. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A huge play there in overtime. It's a gain of 34.
34 yards. First down, Detroit.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
What? What's that?
They hand it to Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 4.
Hold on. Check. 180. What's that?
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Kill.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Taken down at the 17.
Here's a second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Cut. 180.
One of the tight ends motions right.
What's that?
On second down, Goff. He's down at about the 8. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Ric Flair.
Here's Gibbs. To the pylon, he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, exactly the way you want to handle it when you get the ball to start overtime.
Absolutely, Mike. You want to strike first. You understand the defense is wearing down. It's been a long game. Now you are one stop away from getting out of here with a huge win.
Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he will dive into the end zone. 92 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Maverick, cut! By 20! Cut!
On 1st down, it's gone. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Lions.
By 20! Hold on! Cut!
Off to throw on 1st down. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest.
It's a gain of 32.
180!
And the Lions 1st down.
Maverick! Hold on. Check.
Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Cut! 120! Hey, 2 for 1! Is that?
Out of the shotgun. It's gone. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
He's out of bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
4 down! What?
A 2nd down throw for Goff. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. So a overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll do it for us.
Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Washington Commanders.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football.
And off we go in our nation's capital.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get.
And the Rams got it. They bring it down.
Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And complete to Zach Ertz. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Throwing now is Daniels. He'll swing this out to Krosky Moore.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up fourth down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
They'll try and run the option.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. Now Daniels.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Byron Young. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Here's Daniels.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Samuel in motion. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all around, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Daniels looking to throw.
This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Daniels going to try to sneak. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you can get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
First run now for Kyron Williams.
And he is going to lose yardage here. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Stafford. Smith catches left side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Rams, first down. A gain of 12.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Back to throw, Stafford.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They go back to the ground with Williams.
Down to about the 32.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position, and sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away, and that's exactly what happened there.
To throw is Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for them.
And he's going to tip this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Kyron Williams, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They run. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
They'll run once more to JCN.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 5. To the air goes Daniels. He'll try and do this himself.
He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
20! And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's another Washington.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
To throw is Daniels. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
Krosky-Merritt.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by McCoy. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Working down at the 49.
That's good.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now a play fake at Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They try the left side here with Williams. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not have to block more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Williams. And it's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Previous play is under
and
review.
now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-2 matchup.
Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a Rams first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
A gain of a yard.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
After the run, now Stafford going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now it's Stafford.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard. And the Rams are set up now with a 1st and goal.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Stafford.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams from 4 yards out.
And the Rams have taken the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Commanders 10.
And drive a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At
The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
And down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
At the 45-yard line.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
It's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, 54 yards. And the Commanders have regained the lead.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
Extra point try now for Moody.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Blue Hill, baby.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Stafford now to throw.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the fake they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
Play action. Stafford. This is Smith to the ground. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Now Stafford. Over the middle, it's complete. Stafford's pass. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Stafford.
Pass complete there in the core. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Throwing is Stafford. He's got Smith here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well.
And he was into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Kyron Williams
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 17.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Commanders take over.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
Well, here's a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Now a 2nd and 10. He's going to try and take off with it.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
A gain of 12 yards. And a Washington first down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now Daniels. They'll swing this out to Krosky-Merrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
And the Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Krosky-Merrick. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Washington Commanders.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
That's to Lane. He's got it outright.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing now is Daniels.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 16-yard line.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Krosky-Bear going to try and push his way in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt punching it in from a yard away. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The extra point.
Moody good with an extra point.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Commanders 24.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Inside the 20. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for the Commanders touchdown. Excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now how about this return?
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Stafford here coming off his pick six. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the 42-yard line.
This 2nd and 4.
Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Rams.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Going to be taken in here by Nakula.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And it's locked up, taken down, back at the 25.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, LA.
Nakua, 73 yards. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal.
31, Rams 28.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Gets past one man.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
To throw is Daniels.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Daniels.
Works over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, the touchdown a minute ago on offense got him back into it, and now the defense turns right around and forces the turnover.
And you and I both know if you're going to come from as far down as they have to, it's going to take both sides of the ball, maybe even the special teams to get involved. And so far, they've done exactly that. Offense scores, defense does its job. They're making their move.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw is Stafford. He hits Adams complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
14 yards.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now it's Stafford. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Stafford. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he is going to have a Rams first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. They will follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 68 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. It's complete. He's got an end zone touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays.
And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They just got to find a way to get it done.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. First down. First and 10.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
On first down, it's Krusky-Murray.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, it creates some more natural running lanes.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Daniels with a give to Krusky-Murray.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by a loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offensive backfield and spilling everything.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Washington Commanders first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
They get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Now Daniels. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
A 41-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Rams offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. From the 50, Stafford. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to throw, Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can you try to go with a quicker guy and sometimes you even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's on the hot hand. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Second down and 8.
Now Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I don't know fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
There's a short one pulled in by Simmons.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Daniels looking to throw.
That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. It'll go as a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing now is Daniels. Will try and do this himself.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Looking for McCoy, and he's got him.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
That's another Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Up the middle, Krosky Miller. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets him that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and the quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Krosky Merritt to start the drive.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. To throw is Daniels. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The offense on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To the air goes Daniels. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
30-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
To the flat, that's complete to his running back. Well, he gained it just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Here's Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. A give now to Bill. This is Krosky Merritt. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run.
The 2-point conversion is no good.
for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. The visitors' offense and running back Kyron Williams getting ready for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Stanford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Here's Stanford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Pass taken in. It's been tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
A gain of 15. And a Rams first down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go back to the ground with Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's called Smith.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
Daddy has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The 11-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Looking to find a lane, but he can't land in at the line of scrimmage.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. And he can't get a throw. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now it's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown LA. Devontae Adams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Stafford. That's caught at the line. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Washington down by a field goal, a little over a minute to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. Finding Samuel.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
At the 34-yard line.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. On the give, Krosky Merritt. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
He's got McLaurin. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
7-yard gain.
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll look to throw.
Pass complete, Samuel. And he would get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Back to throw.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. That is caught. And he will have the conversion on 4th down. He's out of bounds as well to keep their hopes alive.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Daniels. This for all the marbles.
And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play.